3 days, no food, no water, and no shelter. And it's the wet season. It's going to be very, very challenging. All right, let's start off with what I brought to the island here on the survival challenge. I have my throwing spear that I made. You've seen that in the previous episode. I have a machete. That's the first time you've seen that. I have a flint with a striking steel. I also brought some shoes because on one of my first survival videos, I ended up cutting my foot, ended up with 10 stitches, and that was horrendous. So these shoes are very, very light. They're like a water shoe, a little bit of protection, but it's not going to offer me much protection from any snakes here. But we'll have to be very, very careful. Also brought a tripod, and I bought my box here, which has a solar panel. I'm going to be here for 3 days, and so charging my batteries is going to be super, super important. This is a brand new drone because I crashed one of my other drones. I have a bad habit of crashing drones, so this is a brand new one, and this box is designed to protect that from any rain or all the elements. It is going to rain, so I want to keep that nice and dry. I've also got some microphones and all my GoPro stuff here. I am recording on an iPhone. This is what you're seeing right now. This is an iPhone, and this uses a lot of batteries, so that solar panel is going to be good for charging this iPhone. I also brought some clothes, a rain jacket because it's going to be really, really wet here, a towel and a jumper. That's it. That is all the stuff I bought. Like I said before, there's no food, no water, and no shelter. I have to make all those things. And I've just spotted there are coconuts here, and I'm a little bit thirsty, so let's grab some coconuts and get this episode off. All right, that stuff is safe. Let's go get some coconuts. Oh, I almost tripped over that. Oh, not off to a good start. Just got to keep a lookout for crocs because this is croc country. So make sure there's no crocs up there. All right, I think we're safe. All right. I might grab that one and that one over there with the pole spear. All right, I got two. Wasn't very hard. The rest are quite small, and we might leave those, I think, and maybe try and do something else, but this is plenty for now. Let's crack them open and get a drink. Oh, look at this. This is really good. This is a material that comes from the coconut tree and it's found in between the leaves. This, when it's dry, is awesome, awesome kindling. So yeah, definitely on the agenda to collect. Have a look at it. All these fibers that are together. You could even use it to make something. Yeah, that is awesome. All we want to do is expose that nut there, and then we can get a drink. There we go. It's exposed now. Just got to crack it open. Oh, that is so good. Whew. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, and it's about 30 degrees. So these are going to come in very, very handy. And I have to keep getting coconuts as we go. But I've just noticed that this is the only low tree. All the rest are pretty high. And so we're going to have to maybe think about doing some climbing or throwing some coconuts at the coconuts to bring some coconuts down. But yeah, this is great. We're off to a good start already. This area here used to have a resort on it back in 2011, but a cyclone came through and destroyed it. And I think that they recently took down all the buildings maybe a couple of years ago. But completely uninhabited, there's nobody here. It's just me and the wilderness. So we're just going to go for a walk now and see what this place has to offer. Already, this is a big tidal section, and it's high tide at the moment, which means that this is all going to be emptied out when the tide goes out this afternoon, and that's going to give us some opportunity to maybe get some fish or get some crabs from the mangroves over here. There's also this tidal section here behind me. You'll see lots of spiky stuff here. I might go back and get my shoes because super spiky. Yeah, but there's a whole tidal section here, and hopefully there's some fish that come in here or some stingrays. All right, go get my shoes. I want to tread on a stingray or cut my foot again. Yeah, real weird. I'm not used to having shoes on. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. All right, let's go check out the mangroves up here, and then we'll walk around the area. I'm also keeping a keen lookout for anything in the shallows here. If I get an opportunity to spear a fish, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It smells really nice in here. All greenery. So nice. It's like a little paradise. I reckon there could be some mud crabs in here, but we'll wait till the tide goes out and we'll go and explore inside these mangroves. A mud crab would be super nice. Oh, look at that. There's a mullet right there. There's all these little fish jumping on the surface up here. Looks really, really crocky. Super. Oh, look at that stingray right there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, one of those would definitely feed me, but I'm not ready to catch anything just yet. I want to go and explore this place and see what it has to offer. Make a mental note of everything and then come back. But this is super nice in here. Got to be careful as well that you don't tread on any stingrays. They've got poisonous barbs and they're really difficult to get out because they're like a one-way arrow. Yeah, definitely don't want to tread on one of those. This is that sea purslane that you always find on islands, that coastal weed, as you want to call it, but high in omega-3 and very, very tasty. So, yeah, I know where this is now. So when I come back and make some food, I'm definitely going to come back and get some of these. But yeah, super nice, man. I find different locations have different tastes. Some of them are really salty. This one's not salty at all. Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right, let's keep exploring. I've just spotted some fish in here. Looks like some baby mullet. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Alright, they've moved on, and I think so should we. Let's keep exploring. Need to also think about getting a shelter made because I'm going to be sleeping outside. I have no tent, no nothing. The only thing I really got to watch out for is snakes. So, but if we build a fire, we should keep the snakes and the mosquitoes away. There are a few mosquitoes and midges here. Look, there's a hat. There's a hat right there. Oh, that's a shark. There's a shark right there. It's a black tip reef shark right there. All right, we might walk up here and take a look up there. There's a little deep, but should be fine. Oh, super long grass and super snaky. And like I always do before, always make as much noise as you can on the ground. That way, if there's any snakes, they can start to scatter. All right, let's find a place where we can make a shelter. That's super important. Sunny's still early, but probably got about maybe 6-7 hours of daylight. Super swampy. Super wet. It's been raining continuously for probably the last week and a half, and I've only just managed to get out here with a little bit of sunshine. Should be clear for the next few days, but it is the wet season, so you can get a rain shower almost any time, and there's no internet connection here, so I can't see the weather. So yeah, definitely get a shelter and put a shelter up. I'm just wondering what sort of materials I can use. I think I can use the leaves from the coconut trees. I'll have to use something that's quite low because that's quite high, man. Yeah, that's really high. You can tell there's been a lot of water here, so you can see that the water has carved out a track. This place looks cool, but you can see that all the exposed rock, which means there's a lot of water coming down through here, down these hills and down through here, so definitely not a good place for a shelter. Oh, look at that. Wow. Huh. Even a coconut here. Oh, what's that smell? Oh, some sort of fruit. That's a fig. But that's not this stuff here. Yeah, doesn't really have any kind of sweet taste, but the bats love these things. Here's the fruit. Here's other fruit. I don't know if these are edible or not, but you find these in the rainforest everywhere in far north Queensland. No. Yeah. You can see all the fruit on the ground here, which means that the bats are up there eating the fruit. Oh, look at this. It's a big spider right there. Wow. Oh, what's this? A pad for a building. Let's go and check it out. It'd be a nice place for a tent if it wasn't so wet. Oh, this is the end of the road up here. And this is the back of that creek. As I was saying, this is the back of the creek where that coconut tree is. So we'll have to go back around this way, I think. Might cut through this area here because it looks really thick in there. Swampy. Here's another concrete pad. Oh yeah, look at this. This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, I like this. There's some old picnic tables over there as well. I could probably use that for a shelter, but I'm not going to drag one of those up here so they can stay there. But yeah, I like this spot here. Alright. Yeah, I like this spot a lot. It has a breeze coming straight through here, which is going to be good for keeping the mosquitoes away, as long as that breeze keeps up. I can also use this tree as a support for my shelter. It's elevated, which is good, and these trees will provide some shelter from the rain, but we'll put some more leaves in there for a bit more rain protection. But yeah, alright, so shelter is going to be here. I think if we can catch some food in the water here, a shark, a stingray, a crab. Alright, let's go bring the gear up here, and then we'll collect some firewood and get a little fire started, keep these mosquitoes at bay. Yeah, this is going to be good. Oh, there's a bottle there. I've got to keep checking the camera to make sure I'm recording. I always start recording, or make a recording thinking I've made a recording, and then come back and find out I didn't make a recording at all, so it has to be a take two. But I'll just check that I am definitely recording. Yeah, so the shelter's going to be up there. That's where I'm going to make camp. There's a jelly in here that you can eat. Get a stick, get all the sand off it. There you go, look at that. Wow. Alright, I've switched to the GoPro because the phone was going flat, but I've now got it charging on the solar panel here. Yeah, definitely charging. It's going to be great. That's one trip. A few more trips and I'll be done. Yeah, but I like it here. Yeah. Oh, I can feel some rawness on my feet where the shoes are rubbing, where the stitching is. Yeah, let's get this stuff done quickly and get these shoes off. Normally walk around with no shoes, but it can be hazardous at times. Alright, that's done. But we might start collecting some coconut leaves for the shelter. I just heard something really big over there cracking a branch. Yeah, like I said before, this is a pretty big island. There may be some goats here. Guess we'll soon find out. Alright, I think I have enough leaves here. If not, I'll come back and get some more. There's probably about 8 leaves. And I might even have a crack at doing some weaving as well. especially for the ground, and sleep on that rather than sleeping on whatever I can make up. Yeah, should be good. Alright, leaves are up here, and I've decided I'm not going to make anything really elaborate. All I'm going to do is use the branches to feed the coconut palms in here, and then I'll work on a floor. And the reason for that is I don't want to stop the air from coming in through here. I want the wind to keep coming through here. It's going to help me with mosquitoes and actually keep cool as well. I might get a fire started now because there are a few mosquitoes around, and the fire's definitely going to keep them away. Oh, so refreshing. Oh, what a difference it makes. Oh. Look. Look at that, heaps of water in there. Tastes a little different, this one. Not so sweet, but still good. This one has absolutely no jelly in there at all. Yeah, look at that. No jelly. Yeah, this one has heaps of jelly. Oh, maybe not heaps, but there's enough in there, look. So you can see the development. The little ones like that have no jelly in there and the water's not that sweet. Then as soon as they start getting some jelly in there, they start to become a little bit sweeter. Of course, then that jelly thickens and then it becomes harder, and then it falls off the tree, and then you have the saplings that grow in the ground. This is a brown one, and this is the stage when they fall off the tree, and inside is a hard nut, and should be some water in there as well. So you might crack this open just to show you what's inside. I reckon this one could be rotten. It has a crack in it, but this is what you know as a coconut, and that's what's inside, or what grows from, starts off as that. All right, let's crack him open and see whether or not it's rotten or not. Yeah, it had a crack in it just there, so it might be rotten, but let's find out. Whoa! Oh, I don't think it is. It's not rotten. Oh, this is good. Oh, spilling all the... Yeah, it's not rotten. Oh, there it is. Yeah, not as sweet. The big green ones are the sweetest, but this has still got some water in it, which is, you know, in an emergency, it's perfect. And that's the coconut, and this eventually turns into a seed and makes a sprout. But you can also grind this down and make coconut milk out of it, or coconut cream, and it's absolutely awesome fresh. If you think that you like coconut, or coconut cream is good out of a can, you should try fresh coconut cream. It is absolutely heaven. And you can make ice cream from this as well, which is bloody awesome. Yeah, and that's why, you know, most people call this tree the tree of life, because it really has life-saving properties. The leaves, this material here for making fires, the coconuts. Oh, I can go on and on. That is awesome. Yep, edible. Man, so good. There you go. This is a sprouted one, and that's going to turn into a coconut tree. And you'll see at some point it'll start to make roots under here, and that's it. That's a brand new coconut tree from a coconut. And these things, they float in the ocean when they're not sprouted, and they'll land on a beach somewhere, and that's how you get coconut trees propagating all over the world. I think it's bloody amazing. I love these things. Look at that. I think I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, I'll keep it, send it home, make a tree, make a coconut tree. Here's one that's made a tree. This is a new coconut tree. See? There's the shell there. From inside, all that goodness inside makes a sprout. Oh, there's so much right here. Yeah. So that's basically how the weaving's done. It's just a crisscross pattern, and you complete that for the whole of the leaf. And that's going to be my final mattress there. I've already got a bed made over there, and this will be the one that we'll be lying on. All right, let me get this done. I'll get straight back to you. Oh, that is so good. First lie down of the day. This is as much as I'm going to do for the bed. I'm going to, oh, fucking fly. Fuck. March flies. Oh, I'll have to get some more firewood. All right, time to find some food and then also go to the drinking station to get some more coconuts. Oh, I'm buggered. Big day. Get a drink of coconut first and then go on a hunt. Look how far the tide's gone out. Wow. I'll save the two for dinner time. Let's go and get some crabs or some fish. There we go. Oh, beautiful oysters. Yeah, not bad. And there's fruit bats up here. Listen to them all. Oh, you're not allowed to eat these in Australia, and I don't know why you'd want to, unless it was a do or die mission. But man, they look disgusting. I wouldn't eat one. Isn't that where coronavirus started from? Yeah, not for me. Oh, there's a crab just over here. Wow, there he is. Just there. That's a big crab. That's a big crab. Oh, that's a big crab. Oh, massive. Fun. Woo! We're gonna eat tonight. That, whoa, oh, that is the biggest crab I've ever caught. He's a monster, absolute monster. Look at the claws on him, and it's a male, so we're good. We can keep him. But that is dinner tonight. Oh, all right. I'm gonna put him out of his misery. Might get some coals going, and then that is dinner. That is the biggest crab, man. Whoa. Whoa. Should wait till it cools down, Billy. Oh, there's the meat. Look at that. Yeah, it's definitely cooked. That's a big claw. Look at it. Compared to my hand, have a look. That's a big claw. Oh, look at that. Oh, so juicy. Oh, that is so good. Oh, I'm not even kidding. That is so good. Oh, yeah. at that. Oh. Oh, super juicy. Oh, yeah, it doesn't take long to cook them. Oh, that is hot, but I'm so hungry. Oh. Doesn't need any sauce or anything. That is so good. Oh, that's a lot of crab. I don't know if I can finish that. That is good. I definitely needed that rest. Was completely knackered. And I'm up now and we're losing the sun. It's about 5 o'clock and the tide is all the way out and I'm hanging for a swim, but the tide doesn't come back until, well, high tide is around 11 o'clock. I might come down after dark and have a swim because, as you can see, I'm pretty sandy and pretty sweaty and I can't go to sleep like that. All right, collect some more firewood and then just chill until the tide comes back in. Some more firewood. Fire's cranking. Oh, really warm here too. It's super warm. Oh, saltwater bath is better than no bath at all. Oh, that is so good. Oh. Oh, that one had a lot of water in it. Nice breakfast. Whew. Another mud crab. There's one right there. Looks only small. Could be a female, that one. Yeah, only quite small. Yeah, pretty sure it's a female. Yep, that's a female. You can tell from underneath. Oh, we don't want that one. Just that one female so far. I've just found one in here. It's a male, it's a big male. Yeah, we definitely have to get him. All right, I'm just gonna punch him with a spear. Oh, he's dropped the claw. He's dropped the claw. Oh no. Oh, they'll sometimes do that. Okay. Got him. Whew. Yeah, definitely not as big as yesterday, but yeah, we got one. Really juicy. Not as much meat in this one compared to the other one. Oh. Really juicy. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, beautiful meat. I was thinking about climbing this tree because it has a good angle. Oh, there's more coconuts over there actually. And I just came to the bottom of the tree and there's coconuts here. So, bingo! I don't have to climb. And bonus, coconuts up there within reaching distance. One. Two. Right, so we've got a few there. Have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fresh ones. I might leave those other ones on the ground for the time being because they're a bit moldy. These are going to be plenty enough to drink from. Woo! This one will have heaps of water in it. This one's a bit like champagne, has that fizziness to it. I just went through the mangroves again to try and find another crab, but was not successful at this occasion. Oh. Yeah, that crab this morning was great for breakfast, but I've not had anything since. Had a lot of coconuts, kind of filled that space, which is alright, but feeling a little bit hungry now. And I think I might have to try and get a stingray. Yeah. Oh, I just have to jump in the water as well to get all the sandflies off me. Yeah. Sandflies in mangroves, they're nasty. Damn it. Got one. I had probably about 10 shots at 10 different stingrays and finally got this one. But yeah, good shot. Right, I'm gonna have a drink of some coconuts and then cut him up and get him ready for the barbecue. Guess we're eating tonight. There wasn't a great deal of meat on that, so I've just cut off a couple of sides of the wings and then I'll put it inside a coconut shell and then cook it in that. That's probably the best way to cook it because I don't have a pan or anything else. All right, let's come back when it's finished cooking. All right, stingray. What do I think of it? Yeah, it smells all right, I guess. Okay, taste test. It's different. Yeah. It's kind of like fish, but different texture. Yeah, it's not bad. Really jelly-like. It's not bad. It really isn't that bad. I was expecting to be much worse, but that's not bad at all. All right, I'm going to tuck into this. I'll see you guys soon. Oh man, what a night. From about 4 o'clock this morning, it was just raining consistently for about an hour, hour and a half, and the campsite got pretty wet. I was fairly dry in one of the corners, but yeah, still uncomfortable. The fire went out. I'm going to try and get it restarted. Yeah, not the best morning, but hey, what do you do? In the wild, you got to deal with wild things. And that's one thing, is the weather. Wild weather. All right, maybe a couple of coconuts for breakfast. A bit thirsty, let's go do it. Oh, so good. Day 3 and I survived. Absolute amazing adventure, but it's raining now and this is my cue to get out of here. How did we go? We did really well. So got 2 crabs, heaps of coconuts, built a shelter, everything worked out just fine, and important thing is I'm alive. So yeah, absolutely awesome. I definitely plan to come back here, maybe next time bring a fishing rod or the spear gun and get in the water and get some fish, because that's one thing I really missed out on. Didn't catch any fish. Caught a stingray, wasn't much meat on it. Pretty tasty, but I'll prefer fish, I think. Alright guys, that is it for this episode. Thanks so much for joining me. If you want to see more of this content, subscribe, hit that bell notification button, and I will deliver. Alright, be safe, take care, and bye for now.